What if I tell you that every single minute, millions of videos are watched on platforms like Facebook and TikTok? You can't believe, but on TikTok alone, users watch over a billion of short videos every single day. And this means that hundreds of thousands of short videos are consumed every single minute. Studies show that more than 80% of internet users watch short form content, and many people of them watch between 5 to 20 short videos every day. What is more important is that a large part of this is storytelling, short films. In fact, a large percentage of the users watch at least one short film daily. But why am I telling you all of this? Because I just want to tell you that your story has the potential to reach millions of people. But there is a condition: only if it is written the right way. Then now the question is not, will my story get many views on Facebook or TikTok? Now the question is how to write my story the right way in order to reach millions of people on platforms like Facebook and TikTok. Welcome to Noe Film Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you the right way how to write stories of short films to post on Facebook or TikTok. Starting from how to get a nice idea that has potential to go viral on Facebook or TikTok, how to structure your story in order to keep attention of viewers on these platforms. And before I end this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to follow as you are writing your story in order to ensure that you make a story that will follow all lines in order to get the virality. I am Noe Nitanga. If you like filmmaking, writing, acting and directing, this is a nice place for you. Just subscribe. I'm going to break this into 5 simple steps that we would follow, and I will clarify everything with an example so that everyone should understand. Let's start by step number 1, which is finding idea. How to find the right idea, a nice idea that has the potential to go viral on Facebook and TikTok. Every great film starts with a nice idea. This is a fact. For short films for Facebook or TikTok, ideas that explore the everyday problems of society performs very well. Ideas of love, then romantic short films, dramatic short films which expose emotions of people, or even action. These are 3 concepts that work very well on these platforms. Why? Because it is easy to create emotions with them. The simple key of success on these platforms: number 1, your story must create emotions. Number 2, your story must create curiosity. But number 3, viewers must find themselves in your story. You must create a story that explores everyday problem of viewers. You have to create simple conflict, simple problems, and then what you have to do is just to structure this story in order to keep attention of people. Now the question is how to structure the story, how to structure your short film for Facebook and TikTok. This is the step number 2. We are going to see which is the right structure to use when you are writing your short film. But before I say anything about how to structure your short film, let me tell you that if you are struggling finding ideas for your short film or for your stories, I display here a video in which I explain how to find easily nice ideas for your stories. Find it in the description even after this video and watch it. It will help you. Then let's talk about structure, but starting by duration. The length of your short film for Facebook or TikTok should be of 5 to 10 minutes. This is the length that perform very well on this scoring platform. If your story is strong or intensive, you can even reach 15 or 20 at maximum minutes, but make sure your story do not waste time of viewers, because if viewers are no longer interested, they scroll, they quit your short film and you fail. You must create something that is compact, that attracts people from beginning until the end. By the way, the more your story is shorter, the more it is easy for you to make it. Then the structure. In general, this is the structure of storytelling. Every film must have a beginning, introduction. In introduction, we introduce characters, the universe of story, and we also introduce conflicts. Number 2, it is confrontation. In confrontation, we just explore how characters resolves the problem, resolves the conflict. After confrontation is climax. The climax is a peak moment. It is the time when characters face the result of the decision they made, and then it is conclusion, which is ending resolution. This is in general the structure of storytelling. Writing short films, we do not change this structure, but we add some specific elements in order to keep tension alive, because what is very important on this platform, Facebook and TikTok, is to keep people watching. On these scrolling platforms, it is easy for people to scroll 20 videos in just 5 seconds. Then what do you bring of special that keep people, that keep viewer on your video? This is what we build in the structure when we are writing this short film. It is what we are going to see. When you are writing a short film to post on Facebook or TikTok, you must start with the hook. Hook, it's just 3 first seconds of your short film. Number 2 is introduction, then confrontation, twist, and final resolution. But let's explore how to build everything of them. How to hook people. You must start your story with an opening that it is impossible to ignore. For example, my husband doesn't love me. Okay, my husband doesn't love me. This is an idea of a short film that we are going to do to post on Facebook or TikTok. How should I open this? How should I hook people with this idea? Let's take an example that as we open the film, we just see the husband of the main character cheating on her. In the room, he lays on the bed with another woman, and the main character, who is her wife, she just enters in the room and then she sees her husband cheating on her. This is, for example, an opening point that hook someone, because you want to see what the following. As I'm talking about how to hook people, there is just another way to take a point of a climax and we start with it. We hook people with a peak moment, and we promise that we are going to show people how it all started. Like this, you keep attention of viewers because they want to see what happened to reach that peak moment. This is another strategy that we may use to keep tension along the story, and not only attention but to hook people. This also works very well. You may choose between this, and we especially use this second way if our story starts with a point that is called. And now it is introduction. What do we do as we introduce our short film? Just after a hook, we present characters, their relations, and we introduce the conflict, initial conflict. And let me tell you that in this kind of stories, short films for Facebook and TikTok, you do not need to explore several conflicts. No. But we have to focus on one. I'll be talking about this further in the tips that I will give you at the end of this video as promised. In our example, what do? We just identify who she is. I mean, this main character, her husband, and then we know who are the main subjects in our story. And in this same part of introduction, we show to our viewers what is the problem. We may provide this by the situation where this woman discovers that her husband, maybe he does no longer love her. After introduction, we don't waste time, we just jump to confrontation. In confrontation, we just show how characters behave in front of conflict. Number one, how conflict grow up and what characters are trying to do in order to fix this. In our example, we just show what this woman is trying to do in order to get back the heart of her husband. All of the following scenes are exploring this, how she is struggling, trying to get back the love of her husband. The next part or the next point of this structure will be a twist. A twist is the decision that will change everything. Okay, the twist is something that brings us on the climax. The climax is the peak moment of the story. On the twist in our example, she decides to go to a switchcraft so that she may get something to give to her husband. She makes this decision, she goes there, and we are just in the climax. The husband eats what the woman gave him from the witchcraft. Instead of loving her again, now he dies. A climax and a final resolution. Now we are at the end of our story. This structure is very important. I've made a video of how to fix the problem of boring stories, any kind of boring stories, into something of addictive. How to turn your story, any kind of idea, how to add some elements in order to have an unforgettable story, the story that is addictive, the story that marks people. I just displayed the video here. You can watch it just after this one, because even this video, it is also important, okay? To verify if you have liked this video, like it so that the algorithm may know it is a nice video. If you find it is, just like this video, and then let's push forward with our video. Now I'm going to present to you this rule that is simple but very important. When you are writing this kind of stories, I mean the story to be posted on Facebook or TikTok, focus on one main conflict, one problem, one resolution, one goal. This is what keeps viewers engaged. Now I'm going to give you, as promised, these 5 tips pro that will help you along the journey of writing this kind of short films. Tip number 1, keep tension alive along your short film. Okay, tension is what keeps people watching. How to build it then? Because as I've told you, just when you lose tension, you lose viewers. Viewers are scrolling. There is this question that you have to answer in writing. What is going to happen next? Let viewers keep this question along of your story. This is what will make tension alive during your story. Then how to build this question? You can create this with, number 1, a secret that is not revealed yet. Number 2, by a decision which is about to be made. A decision is about to be made, and this decision may change everything. Number 3, a problem that is getting worse. Tip number 2, use strong emotions. Emotions are what let people feel your story. People with emotions, they don't only understand the story, but they feel your story. Emotions is what give life to your story. Just use clear but powerful emotions like fear, love, sadness, happiness. Do not create them only, but intensify them. How to intensify them? As the actors are acting your story, let them feel the maximum of emotions. Tip number 3, prioritize actions over words. This is very, very, very important. Let your viewer understand the story by what they are seeing, not what is being said. Make sure people may understand your story even when they are not listening to anything. Why? Because on these platforms, sometimes people watch without sound, and there are people who cannot listen, they just watch. They must understand the story. You can even use subtitles so that people may understand the story through what they're reading. But if you want to succeed with this format, just use less words but more actions. For example, instead of saying I'm afraid, show actions that make people understand that they are afraid by, for example, hesitating, shaking, or stepping back. This will also help viewers to feel and to understand the story very well. If they can just understand your story visually, then they will stay. Okay, now tip number 4, just be natural. Let your story be told in a simple way. First of all, start with a simple idea, an idea that explores problems of society, everyday problem, a problem that viewers find themselves in. Do not use complex explanations, just stay and remain real. Number 5 and final tip, just start stronger and end stronger. Start your story with a strong hook and end it with a strong point that mark people. Why? Because people remember the beginning and the end of your story. Hook people with something of surprise, just strong emotion, and end it with a moment where people experience an emotion and deep lessons that mark them just even after they will have gone. Writing viral short films for Facebook or TikTok, it is not something of complicated, it is very simple. What you have to keep is just remain simple and clear. Just explore one conflict and use a right structure that I've been presenting to you along this video. A very strong hook, introduction, confrontation, twist, climax, and final resolution. Start stronger and end stronger. Let people get marked with your story even after they have gone. It is just Noe Nitanga, a passionate in filmmaking. Again, on this YouTube channel that I've recently created, I share with you my experience. Either you are a experienced in filmmaking or a beginner, we need all of you. Maybe there is important thing that I didn't say in this video, just write in the comment and share your experience with others. On this YouTube channel, I post a video that only talk about filmmaking, I mean writing, acting, and directing. If you want to be getting this video every week, if you want to grow with me, if you want to stay with me in this journey, please subscribe on this YouTube channel so that we may build a family of passionates in filmmaking. I'm so glad of doing this because when I'm in filmmaking, talking about them, it is like if it is when I'm breathing. Let's meet in the next video where I'll be talking about something very important in acting. 10 habits that transform the acting of everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm coming back.